Now we've all heard of the term go woke, go broke. But what the hell do we do when it's publicly funded companies? Welcome back to the Bit of Truth for a Saturday. Hope your weekend's going alright so far and you haven't had to take a trip to the emergency room. I, just like the NHS, like to be all inclusive. That's why I made sure to get a white hand and a black hand. Now speaking of the NHS, they're changing things up again. They're changing more and more words to fit the new woke agenda. Here we go again, pissing off the many just to appease the few. Well done, well done. Again, if 99.99999999999% of people think one way, and the rest of them, this much, think the other way, they are statistically irrelevant. Let's have a look at what words they're getting rid of today. Oh yes, look at these very harmful words. I am deeply offended. Breastfeeding is now chest feeding. Breast milk is now human milk. Expectant mothers are now changed to pregnant people. Fathers are now known as just parents. Women are now people of childbearing age. And we cannot forget about that good old bonus hole. What's next? Let's call hospitals health hangouts. Shall we? Why don't you lot do what we pay you to do, and that's do your damn jobs. Fixing people up. Stop hiring these woke managers to come up with all this crap.
It's time to stop!
It's no surprise that the NHS waiting lists have hit an all-time high. Here we go. Here's your trophy for that. Yep, 7.6 million people waiting and more strikes on the way. Well done, well done. I'll give you another hand. There we go. Well done to the No Health Service. You know, the ones that cater to the Dover discoverers and prisoners before the paying population, aka the taxpayer. You know, the ones paying your wages. Yes, the same people that complain about being called junior doctors whilst out on strike hold up signs saying that they're junior doctors, led by a man that fucked off on holiday on the inception of his protest. Apparently if you pick your nose, you're more likely to get the convids. Maybe we should all invest in these gratitude ponchos to keep us warm while we're waiting for the next appointment.
That's a fun idea.
In other confusing news, my boyfriend is gay and I am straight, but people don't get it. Yes, that's right. We don't get it. But also, we don't care.
Hey, nobody cares.
Moving on. In other chaos, the TikTok turmoil is now spreading to Southend. Brilliant. Sorry. Inclusive. Brilliant. So after yesterday, which I brought you the news on how the TikTok morons advertised a crime looting spree in the middle of London, it has now caught on to different parts of the country. Well done! Well done! Well done to all the idiots that not only make, share and comment on this crap, but mainly to those who participate. The police are already challenged enough, they don't have time to come out and start sorting out this crap.
Ain't nobody got time for that!
And they're definitely too busy today. I mean, they're really occupied in arresting disabled young girls. Yes, 7 officers drag out an autistic 16-year-old girl for a hate crime. Now, while we don't have the full details of what actually happened yet, why does it take 7 officers, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Diane, help me please, 7 officers to arrest a young girl with learning difficulties? All for saying that a female cop looked like a lesbian nana. Well, let's have a look at that police person. Here we go. Thinking. Not my ideal lesbian, and I do have a lot of experience in Googling them daily.
That's what she said.
Speaking of females committing crimes, a drunk barmaid who crashed her car is now banned from the road for 18 months. Oh, what a punishment! I bet she's really learned her lesson, having not even passed a year ago. Yes, this under the influence idiot thought she was so great at driving, she thought that she could drive double the alcohol limit. Yep, no jail time for her, assuming because she has one of those bonus holes. She just gets away with a short ban and a little bit of a fine. It's fine. Her parents will probably pay anyway.
Oh, well done.
Now we got this time, a woman is actually jailed for something. A 22-year-old thug mum who blinded a taxi driver with a stiletto is sent to jail. How long does she get? How long? 3 years. So out in a year and a half. So pretty much a year and a half for taking a man's eyesight permanently in a horrific attack with what I describe as a weapon. Here's the bonus here for the bonus hole holder. Being such a new mum, her new 4-week-old son may have to actually go into jail with her because she's still chest feeding.
Bravo!
And in more scumbags who don't give a shit about anyone else is this next man. A man stole £5,000 from his nan using Sainsbury's cash machines. Yes, this 46-year-old waste of space moved into his nan's home to help her, you know, the 80-year-old poor vulnerable woman with dementia, but immediately began using her cards to withdraw large amounts of cash to use to buy quiche Lorraine. So after trying to pawn her gold sentimental ring, then 44 transactions later, each one of these transactions, a big fuck you to that poor vulnerable lady, resulted in, guess what? Jail time. Oh no. A suspended sentence.
What kind of is it?
A Rhondda business has been fined over £1,800 for selling unsafe food. I'm sorry people of Wales, but why are you going to a houseware and DIY store to buy something to put in your mouth? That's like me going to a sweet shop to buy new tyres for my car.
You're right, it's probably a bad idea.
Speaking of food, a farmer has launched a grey squirrel hunt for his pop-up restaurant's burgers. Yes, well this is just another dish which I won't be eating. I'd much prefer those 3 tasty sheep that are standing behind you. Good luck with this, I'm very sure it will be a big success. Next week, roadkill sandwiches.
I think I'll pass.
Okay, alright.
The Italians are back today with more weird ways in order to scam diners. Unlike yesterday where they're charging people to cut a sandwich in half, today an Italian restaurant decides to charge for an empty plate. Brilliant. What's next? You gonna charge me extra for the glass to hold my wine so I don't have to drink it out of the bottle? Or maybe just charge me for the ink used in the pen to write down my order? Actually, just maybe charge me wear and tear on your door hinges for me entering your establishment.
Oh, fuck off!
Speaking of idiots, the government still aren't too bright either. Number 10 suggests that UK is still in the EU under a very stupid post. Yes, a very quickly deleted tweet, or X, or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, it said that the UK is home to twice as many AI companies as any other EU country. Well done! Well, 1, we aren't in the EU. And 2, what is there to be proud of this? More people finding more ways to get out of actually doing a job. Maybe government, if you didn't use ChatGPT to write this post, you might have come up with something a little bit more accurate. Actually, hold that thought.
Thank you, Beavis and Butthead.
Charging an electric car in public is now more expensive than filling up one with petrol. Brilliant. Who would have thought that jacking up the price of electricity so much, and these things taking 3 days to charge just enough to do a round trip to the end of your street, it might be a little bit pricier. I'm still concerned of all these cables attached to the cars, tripping up blind people and the elderly. Any court cases yet?
It's coming.
Seeing as we start today with the changing of words to fit the woke agenda, we'll just leave on some more of that. Gen Z have now rebranded the wife beater to wife pleasers in order to make it less triggering. I think that we should just cancel the word cancel and also cancel the word triggering. Also, let's cancel the word safe space just to really trigger them as they have nowhere to go cry.
How dare you?
So what have we learnt today? The NHS is still a clown show. Police are too busy arresting disabled children, so they have no time to arrest actual delinquent children running amok in the country. Don't buy food at a DIY shop. The government still thinks that we're in the EU, and we need to change the whole of the English language to appease a few morons who are trying to reinvent the wheel. Have a good Saturday. Signing out.